Beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an all signs reading to uncover your special eclipse message. You can listen for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the most complete picture. And of course, if you'd like to get a personal reading by me, all the information is in the episode description. Now, buckle up, friends, because September is cosmically intense. We don't just have one Virgo new moon, we actually have two. So the first has already happened. It was at 0 degrees of Virgo. So that symbolizes a pure new beginning. And the second one, which is happening September 21st, arrives at 29 degrees of Virgo. And it's also going to be a solar eclipse. So 29 degrees is the karmic degree of completion. And it's like the universe is giving us both a fresh start and a final exam all in one season. It will be like a full Virgo reset amplified. And Virgo is about habits, routines, wellness, structure, health, all those kinds of themes. So if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Anita. I'm a soul strategist and success coach, helping you live your most authentic, aligned, and abundant life. I'm also hosting an epic virtual summit, a 2-day event called the Ignite Your Light Summit, and it's happening September 13th and 14th. I'm bringing together 6 powerhouse speakers to help you reset and live fully now. So details are in the description if you want to learn more about that. I'd love to see you there. Okay, so let's get started and see what the cards have in store for you. Right. Starting with Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising in Venus. Aries, what is your eclipse message for September 2025? Aries, what is Aries? Need to know something wanted to come out and it didn't. Get all that glitters. All that glitters is a 16 card. All that glitters is inviting you to do a bit of a deep reset, to be quite honest. All that glitters is kind of looking at fool's gold. Don't be fooled. Look deeper. Look under the surface. So it might also just be kind of like a rehaul or an excavation of your current practices. What's serving you? What isn't serving you? Right? When we're dealing with new moons and 2 new moon energies, at that we're really talking about planting new seeds, and then we've got this eclipse as well that's going to help take things up. So yeah, I am going to keep going with this. Okay, and that's a fair guide message for you, Aries. Yeah, that's right. So you, my friend, are in this energy of resting, of healing, of rejuvenation. So this is, could be related to the doing that deep excavation, that soul work that we were just talking about, right? Going deeper under the surface. This is very restorative and healing type of work. And the situation here is that there are some new opportunities that might be coming your way. You are at the precipice of this new chapter, right? New moons, new chapter, eclipse season, things are moving, and you've actually manifested them. And there's a lot of potential and opportunity in them. So you need to believe in yourself and your dreams to know that this is meant for you, that this is a really auspicious and blessed time for you. So while you have these new things coming up, there's also a lot of anxiety. Change brings anxiety. Change brings doubts, limiting fears, beliefs, all that type of stuff. So your spirit guide's message to you for the eclipse season is there's always enough. There's always enough. So there's some really wonderful things that want to poke through the horizon. It's a gift and a blessing as a result of the work that you've done. While it's normal to feel a bit overwhelmed and scared as a result of it, really fixate your energy on the abundance piece versus the fear piece, okay? Because there's always enough. All right. So that is the message that I have for you, Aries. I hope that resonated. Remember to tune in to all your other sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a more comprehensive picture, book in for a reading with me, and also check me out at this. So let's move on to Taurus. Taurus. What are your special eclipse messages for you, Taurus? Ooh, okay. Father healing. Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So that's how we're starting off for you, Taurus. Let's see what else wants to come through from the tarot. So this could be just, again, generally speaking, father issues, authority type issues. You might also want to check if you're into astrology where Neptune falls into your chart. I think that might also be very helpful for you. All right, and let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Taurus. And we'll finish off with your animal spirit message. Ooh, I like that. Okay, Taurus. So you're in this energy of an overabundance of love. This is the cup runneth over. Again, maybe this is as a result of you doing some of this type of stuff or surrendering to the universe, right? The universe wants to bring you an abundance of opportunities that are very heart-centered, heartwarming, love. And the situation is, I think, in relation to love, right? Or a celebration or a milestone. So there's something here that's super incredibly positive and uplifting in your life, a milestone or an achievement or an accomplishment that you've met, both possibly inner from doing the inner work or external, right? Because that what is within is also reflected out in terms of our energy. But your opportunity here is to stop resisting. Stop fighting the fight, right? When it comes to power, I would encourage you to sit with what does power mean for you? What does power look like for you? This person feels powerless, right? He is resisting all these different people, opponents, whether it's energies, attentions, competing demands, whatever that looks like. And this card is also about personal power and releasing it to heaven or source energy. So can you surrender and stop fighting the fight and allowing the goodness that wants to come into you? Because your animal spirit's message here is that the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Okay, so when we stop trying to micromanage and control, and this takes a lot of energy, instead, can we be in a more open flow state? And again, definitely check where Neptune is in your chart. I think that that's also going to give you some clue cards in terms of what are these, what are the themes around that message that you might want to look into in your life right now. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that resonated. And let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, rising in Venus. Remember, Gemini, I'm happy to do a personal read for you. You can cobble up Sun, Moon, rising in Venus signs to get a more comprehensive picture. Oh, a couple cards wanted to come out. As well, you can check me out at the summit. I'm hosting a great summit September 13th and 14th, the Ignite Your Light Summit. 6 powerhouse speakers are coming to help us talk about how we can live fully now, how we can reset, realign, and reclaim that life that we are meant to live. We're going to be covering all sorts of topics on nutrition and balance and ancient practices to achieve that, partnering, parenting, so much more, mindset, all that kind of stuff. So hope to see you there. Okay. So Gemini, what I see for you off the bat is something is not for you. All right. I am actually seeing a lot of blockage in your reading as well. So I feel like you might be moving in a direction that feels rather forced, doesn't feel very aligned. Temperance is all about divine alchemy and Archangel Michael working with you to create like that perfect concoction. Like it's effortless. It's also very deeply healing, and it's universally guided. And this is blocked. So I think you're blocking yourself from the path that you are meant to go on, or blocking the goodness from coming to you. Okay, you have a very fixed vision of what needs to happen, and you're essentially blocking where it is that you're supposed to be going. You right now are your own worst enemy. So I encourage you to sit and think about where that might be. Because when you take a look at the situation, you're at a standstill, right? You might be overthinking. There might be analysis process. There might be limiting fears, doubts, all that kind of stuff. That's just really keeping you stuck in place and preventing you from moving forward, even though you deeply want to. Okay, so the path that you're on currently is not for you. How can you open up to more flow and get yourself out of the way so that you can move forward again? Because the opportunity here is for you to move from the 8 of Swords energy to the 10 of Wands energy. And what that means is getting out of your head and completing a cycle, right? Like rising above it. And yes, you can grow through what you go through, right? Like this person looks tired. This person looks like they've had a day, right? This person is using discernment, but also this person is using judgment and boundaries, not letting everything in, right? Something is not for you. And I think you are forcing yourself to go down a path that isn't for you. And your opportunity now is to acknowledge that, move forward from it, and close out this chapter so that you can have a brand new adventure and start feeling that momentum, that spark, that jazz in your life again. Let's see what the spirit guide message is for you. So animal spirit guide message for you is here. Bring your ideas to life, the electric eel spirit. So we were just talking about the fact that we want to bring the spark back, right? We want to stop ourselves from feeling so stuck and tethered and not being able to see the way forward. The first step is awareness so that we can close out that chapter, and then we can move more into this space. So if there is something that's in your mind, maybe it's time to move forward in that direction and bring those ideas into life instead of sitting and resisting that inside nudge that you might be having. So definitely do check that Ignite Your Light Summit, because that might help you bring that spark to life. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. I hope that resonated. So with that being said, let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, let's see what your September eclipse message is for you. Remember, you can listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. You can also book in for a reading with me. Also hosting an Ignite Your Light Summit. It's a virtual 2-day event, September 13th and 14th. Do be sure to check out the information in the episode description for that. It's going to be amazing. All right, Cancer, I'm just going to pull out all your cards and then we're going to have a chitty chat about them, okay? Cancer messages. Oh, the cards wanted to come up there. I'll take one and let's do same final message. Spirit message. Okay. There we go. All right. So, my dear Cancers, you are going through a portal. The eclipse energy is a portal. These two Virgo new moons back to back portal. Okay, so we are in the height of this energy. This is very resonant to the astrology right now. Doors are opening. You decide, rewards, wild card. Okay, there are opportunities that are opening up for you. Astrologically, there is a lot of support for you to move in a different direction, but it's all up to you. What is it that you want? Okay, your energy is one of reflection right now, right? It's hermiting. So you might be being called or craved to be alone right now, to really be within your thoughts, to really think about how far you've come. You might want to move into even a spiritual path, or you might be more of a leader. This hermit is a soul, a lone wolf, and he spends a lot of time soul seeking, soul searching, right? He is very contemplative. So at this point in time, you are maybe recognizing that you are at a precipice where doors are opening, there's more opportunities, and you're trying to make that decision about where it is that you want to go. You're reflecting on your journey because, yeah, you, my friend, have come a long way, and you might be getting an opportunity or an offer, and that's what you need to decide upon. And it's not a bad one at that. Okay, it seems to be fairly stable, something that even might be very heart-centered. And the opportunity here is it might give you a lot of financial security and stability. It might be good for your family. It might be good in terms of leaving a legacy or impact for your life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be with money, but it could just be through your work, right? Maybe it's a spiritual work, or it's a heart-centered calling that you have. And in order to make this decision, it's not super easy because there are it's mixed emotions, right? Again, there's change. Maybe this change involves maybe accepting this decision, or this path means, also some sadness associated with it, or regrets or disappointments. Spirit's message to you is that you can overcome any obstacle. This is a really beautiful message. So this is very much reassuring that, the doors are open, you get to decide, but don't let maybe fear hold you back from the decision that you get to make, right? Because doors are opening here, and you have what it takes to overcome any obstacle, which I think is just a lovely, lovely message. Because remember, this here, the 10 of Pentacles, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. So really lean into those rewards more than the regrets. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that resonated, and I will see you at the next month's reading. Moving on to Leo. Leo, what are the messages for you for this eclipse month of September 2025? Whenever you get this message, Leo, it's meant for you. Take what resonates leave what doesn't. Remember to put together your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for more comprehensive reading. Remember, you can also book in with me so that you're not dealing with collective energy. It's all just a personal message for you. And I'm hosting this amazing summit, if you haven't already heard, if you just tuned into this timestamp, on September 13th and 14th. It's a 2-day summit all about living fully now, helping you reset, reclaim, and realign so that you can live the life that you want or are meant for. And if that resonates with you, you can find out more information. Get lifetime access to these replays. You get a bonus coaching session with me. It's going to be pretty epic, to be honest. I'm so excited. I'd love to see you there. Okay. Well, what do we have for you, Leo? Leo, right off the bat, we have come to the edge. So this is an opportunity for you to go all in, for you to maybe take a risk, go on some sort of an adventure. It might be related to a heart-centered matter, okay? There might be this might be related to your love, because right now, there's a lot of things that you're shouldering, right? This is the 10 of Wands. The 10 is representing the end of a cycle. Come to the edge is 9, but really to me, it resembles a lot more like the Fool, the beginner's kind of energy in the tarot, the major archetype of energy. So I think you are closing out a chapter that has felt heavy, that has felt hard, that has felt like a slog. You have an opportunity to take a risk, take a chance, bet on yourself, bet on a new adventure, and do something brand new. And the situation, again, it might be related to love. There might be an offer of love on the table. It could just also be just following your heart, right? Just a beginner's energy. Like maybe you want to go in a very different direction. You want to learn something different. You're, it could be related to that as well. So just kind of moving in a different direction, but something that feels a little bit more aligned, something that you're not very familiar with. You're starting out. And the opportunity here is to bring things into balance. So if it's for love, maybe it's, finally getting that kind of reciprocated love, a love that is equal in terms of give and take. If it's following that opportunity, instead of kind of having everything on your shoulders, making it feel heavy, this feels a lot more balanced and harmonious. All right. And your animal spirit guide's message to you is magic works through you. How beautiful is that? Magic works through you. So believe in your magic. All right. That's what I have for Leo. I hope it resonated, and I hope to see you at the Ignite Your Light Summit. Bye. Moving on to Virgo now. Virgo, how are you doing? This is your September eclipse message. Let's see what wants to come through for you. All right, there's some changes in the wind. Okay, this is kind of like the Tower card for me. Okay, we'll talk about what those changes could look like in a minute. Let me just pull all your cards and then we'll get your message together, Virgo. Virgo, remember also that you can listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a more comprehensive picture. You can tune in for your own chat with me. Oh my goodness, these cards do not lie. And of course, I'm hosting an amazing event September 13th and 14th, the Ignite Your Light Summit, Live Fully Now. All of it helping you reset, reclaim, and realign to what really matters to you so that you can live fully now, bring your spark right back. And we're bringing together the most amazing powerhouse speakers. You get a beautiful workbook, lifetime access to these replays. You can take the summit in your pajamas and all of that. Okay, so enough about that. Your cards are on the table. Let's talk about your cards. All right, Virgo. So the cards are on the table. Let's get into it. So like I mentioned, there's a change in the wind. This to me is kind of like the Tower cards. There's definitely change in the air. It could be unexpected. The first new moon was associated with Uranus, which is the unexpected change. So there might be some unexpected changes, but either way, big change in the air. This is not little stuff. And your energy is the Tower. Surprise, surprise. That's why I said the cards do not lie. So yes, big change in the air, could be unexpected. It's definitely the kind of change that is life-changing. And it's also the kind of change that, whether you expect it or not, in the regular tarot card, it's like a burning building and people are jumping out of this burning building because there's no door. So it's basically indicating that something has got to go. We got to kind of start from ground zero and build a stronger, solid base or foundation. Virgo is all about kind of the practical structures, right? The foundations. So this is all very aligned, again, cosmically to what's happening. Okay, you right now, something is not working for you. There's some sadness that's happening. This is the situation that you're in. It could be anger, definitely a lot of emotions, right? Like this person is incredibly expressive, much more so than in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So your opportunity here is to protect your peace, right? To create structures, maybe create boundaries that don't allow for external influences to impact you as much, right? To protect your peace, to protect your heart, to protect your personal power. This is the solar plexus chakra, the solar plexus energy. So you might want to do some energy healing, specifically focused on solar plexus. You might want to do some boundary work here. This person is protected in their bubble, despite the fact that, there's a lot going on amongst them right now. So how can you kind of create systems, structures, foundations? Is it whether it's people, whether it's your own habits, routines, how can you do you a little bit better, right? Whatever it is, how can you take care of you, your inner spark, right? If you want to come to Ignite Your Light, the summit that I'm hosting, definitely check that information out. And Spirit Guide's message for you is be playful. I know in the midst of change, play might be a little bit difficult to even consider, but play is a different energy. It's much lighter energy. So when things are feeling heavy, remember, you can always resort to that playful energy to see the humor or the silver lining in whatever situations they are. And remember, all change is not bad either. So towers don't necessarily have to be bad things, but maybe your current situation doesn't look so great. So, to come into here, maybe you need to find your way to protecting your peace, protecting yourself, looking for you through play. Maybe that's the outlet or medium that you are being called to. All right, Virgo. So I hope that message resonated, and I will see you next month. And for now, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra, let's see what wants to come through for you for the month of September. What is the message that wants to come through for you, Libra? There is a message that wants to come through for you because I've got a chime, which my phone is normally silenced. So that's a sign right then and there for you. Perk up, pay attention. The guides want to talk. All right. You got community to start. I'm just going to flood all your cards. Remember, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. I have a couple of events coming up, a free masterclass in September and a Light Summit. Also in September, my group coaching program launches in September. So September is a busy, busy month, but lots of really great opportunities for you to tap into. You can find out all that information in the episode description. Yeah, all right. So, like I said, Libra, your message was all about community. So this is about the people that you surround yourself with. A lot of people in your community are giving you love. Okay. You in your current energy are leveling up. This is the world. So maybe you are moving up in the world. It could be like at a job. Maybe you're up leveling yourself, right? In terms of your habits, routines. But either way, there's some sort of change, right? A cycle has closed, another cycle is starting. That is what the world is all about. It's about leveling up though. Okay. So we're leveling up and you are being seen. There's a lot of recognition, a lot of eyes on you right now. So you are feeling very victorious, very successful, very accomplished. All really wonderful energy, right? This person is also basking in their level up. This is not a sad transition. So you're surrounded by people that are seeing you, that are acknowledging you, that are applauding you. They're all on your side. And an opportunity here now to step into more of a leadership or mastery role. Okay. You, I think, are a person who really functions well under immense amount of chaos, right? I think you can keep a level head to you. You might have a lot of feelings, but it might not necessarily be things that you're expressive about. And so you keep a lot of things inside, but you do feel deeply. But there's a lot of chaos inside of you, but you can always ground to yourself and to your stillness. So those are some good opportunities that you have that are going to help you as you excel to be a leader. Now, having said that, there's always an opportunity to become a better communicator, and that's not necessarily the King of Cups' strongest suit. So that might be another opportunity for you as you continue your leveling up journey. But yeah, you're moving up, I think, in the work world. You're surrounded by a group of people that are rooting for you, and it's time for you to step up into a mastery role. And spirit message for you is watch and wait. Okay, watch and wait. So I'm not really sure, like maybe this will take some time to manifest this, but things are working in its favor. Watch and wait. I don't know what that's all about, but definitely get into the comments and let me know. And yeah, if you're leveling up and living fully, it looks like you're living fully now, but you might love the supportive community that the Ignite Your Light Summit has to offer September 13th and 14th. So check that out. And that is what I've got for you, Libra. All right. So let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. What message do I have for you, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Scorpio read to know, please? Okay. Scorpio, your first card is Cracked Open. Okay, this is all about rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, something about these moon, it looks like a crystal, but it's almost like moonlight as well, is breaking something open for you so that you can be vulnerable, can be open to the energetic upgrade that when it comes through for you. Cool. Okay. This is amazing. I love this one. All right, Scorpio. So, well, you got this rock bottom card, Cracked Open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. To me, tends to have this connotation that, like, this is not necessarily good, or this is as worse as it's going to get. It's only going to get better from here. But to be honest, the cards on the table are not very negative at all. So I'm not interpreting it as a terrible thing. I think that you are being cracked open. There's just something in you that is coming up or resurfacing or opening up so that you can let go. So there's maybe some vulnerability in this maybe some courage that is required, maybe some discomfort. Obviously, when you're cracked open, that's a jostling, that's a change, right? That's an energy shift of something that is moving away from the status quo. So there could be some discomfort with that, but your animal spirit is telling you to take a leap of faith. So, while you are being asked to surrender to the alchemy of life and take a leap of faith, this requires surrender and trust, right? Trust in yourself, trust in the greater powers that be. You in general are feeling pretty on fire lately, right? You might be connecting to this mystical side of you. There's definitely this creative spark. There's a lot of charisma, a lot of dynamism in you, which is beautiful energy. And you're in a situation where you are, there's an opportunity for a lot of potential in front of you, right? Specifically, maybe more than one, but there's definitely something here that could really, really pay off in the end, right? So there's a new possibility. And your opportunity here is to nurture that, right? To nurture that, those roots that want to be planted, right? To plant them in the seeds of a new moon, to allow alchemy of life to create something, right? To really take a beginner's mind and go all in on this thing, even though you might not necessarily know how to build this, how to create this, how to harvest this, right? This is your time to surrender to the alchemy of life and take a leap of faith, because you are right in the right energetic stage to make this happen, to really make this take root and go run. All right, so that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I think that's a beautiful reading. I hope that resonated, and I'll see you next month. Saggies, how are you, my dear Saggies? Let's see what wants to come through for you for the month of September. What do Saggies need to know? Remember, this is your Sag reading, but you can also read for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get a bigger picture. You can also book in for a reading with me. I have some free masterclasses, a free summit. My group coaching program is opening up in September. There's a lot going on. So make sure you tune into that episode description and check out all the good stuff. Some free, some paid but affordable, all transformative. Okay. All right. So this month's energy is all about healing. Mother healing specifically is this card that came up for you. So as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. Now, if you have no issues with your mother, it might be your identity as a mother. It could just be a female nurturing kind of thing, the divine feminine healing. So there's definitely some healing vibes. Take mother healing as it resonates, but there's definitely some healing that you're being called to do. And you are being called to do it because that is the key to you moving forward and manifesting more rapidly. This is echoed throughout all of your cards. Your current energy is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is like something is dead, done, over. It's a card of healing, right? Like you have gone through the worst of it. Now you're kind of rising back. This woman is standing on a vast vista. She's reflecting, she's healing. There's a lot of emotions that come with it. So healing is key. That is your energy right now. Okay, the situation that you're in is Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is deep heart-centered energy, heart-centered love, right? Healing, apologies, right? Your animal spirit wants to tell you that love is all around. So as you heal, maybe you can see things from a different perspective. Maybe you can appreciate things that love is all around. It just might come in a different form, shape, or maybe somebody was not able to express their love the way that you wanted them to express their love, or the way that was most healthy. Maybe there's some apologies or some heart-centered discussions that are happening here. Maybe there's no actual conversations, but it's more of an internal healing process that is coming all around. Maybe you are softening to love, okay? Because your opportunity is to let this go. The opportunity is to move on from this. And remember what we said is once you heal, you can manifest more rapidly, right? So you are kind of saying, I'm taking all of this, I'm learning from it. I'm no longer willing to hold on to it. I recognize and see love all around me. That could be leaving a relationship as well. You know, sometimes when we're forgiving, we're not saying what you did to me is okay. You're just saying, I don't want to hold on to it anymore. I am not giving you the power by letting you control me in this way. I am softening to love, right? Because the opportunity here is to really create something special, build something special in your family unit. And you can see that this is a family that is creating a piece of art, right? Something that stands a test of time. It looks like a traditional family with a man, a woman, and a child. So this might mean that you're going back to your inner child time, or an earlier time, or reevaluating how you show up as a mother. But it could also just be how you show up as a part of a team, as a part of a collaborative, right? So remember that you are definitely healing, but you have what it takes to overcome this, to move forward. Love is all around. And as you move forward, you know, you can really look at how you can build something that is sustainable and beautiful moving forward. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that resonated, and I will see you in the next one. All right, Capricorn, let's see what the cards have for you for the month of September. What is your eclipse message, Capricorn? What wants to come through for you? This is your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, Capricorn. What wants to come through for you? Goodness, seems to be a resonant theme in most of these readings today. I'm assuming it's all astrologically related. I'm going to pull one more card here. Capricorn, beautiful cards. I got your life as a canvas. This is all about artist manifestation, creative accountability. So what is it that you want to create? If you imagine that your life is a blank canvas, you have the opportunity and the ability to populate it with whatever you want, whatever colors you want, whatever design you want. It's all up to you, right? You write your own story, you paint your own picture, you get what I'm talking about. So what is it that you want to do? It could also be about you stepping up over creative accountability, like maybe getting out of victim mode and letting, you know, taking accountability for your own life, your own actions, what you see here in front of you, and recognizing that if you don't like what you see, you have the opportunity to completely change that. But you are in this beautiful energy of Ace of Wands, right? This creativity, this inspiration, this spark, like you're feeling very inspired. You're feeling very excited, feeling very ignited. I love this energy. So this is wonderful energy, and this is wonderful energy for you to fill up your canvas with. You might actually also be taking a lot of actions or having a lot of conversations. This is really fast-paced kind of movement in line with whatever is exciting or igniting you at this present time. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. The opportunity here is for you to get out of your own head and maybe to face some of those things that might be preventing you from taking creative accountability, those things that are deep inside you that maybe you haven't really talked about with other people. There might be secrets, there might be things, limiting beliefs, doubts, whatever. Or there might be things that you are keeping from other people that is preventing you from going all out, right? Maybe you want to start a side hustle, but there's a non-compete clause or whatever. I'm just making stuff up. But my point here is like, there's an opportunity for you here to bust through your own blocks, the things that are keeping you up at night, the limiting fears, beliefs, etc., that will allow you to shine more and to take more creative accountability over what it is that you want to create in your life. Your call to action through this new moon phase and as well as the eclipse here is to heal, right? To uncover what it is that's keeping you up at night. What is the source of that, right? The things that you're not sharing outwardly, but, are holding you back, and do some of that inner work towards that. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that resonated. And if you're feeling lit up, you might enjoy the Ignite Your Light Summit. So check that out, September 13th or 14th. It's going to be lit. All right. Moving on to the next sign, Aquarius. I'm being called to this deck for you, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is your message, Aquarius? What is the message that you most need to know? All right. And I'm being called to this deck for you, Aquarius. Okay, just a friendly reminder, Aquarius, that you can listen to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus times for more comprehensive reading. You can also book in for your own personal reading with me. Information is in the episode description, as well as there's a whole bunch of masterclasses, my group coaching program, a online virtual summit that is coming out in September. So things are pretty busy over in my orbit, and I'd love to see you at any of those things if they feel aligned. So tune into the episode description, get some information. Okay. Aquarius, helpful person. Somebody wants to help you. So think of who that might be and initiate contact. Okay. You are feeling pretty great. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling creative. Things are magical. Like you're really leaning into this magical energy. I love it for you. There's something though that, although you're feeling pretty magical and lit up, might be dimming your light a little bit. You might be feeling like you aren't able to move as fast as you can. You might not be able to see the next step ahead of you. There might be an idea, an opportunity, but there's something here that you're feeling a little bit blocked. Okay. Your opportunity to uncover that block is, again, reach out for help. Think of somebody who can help you, a benefactor, a mentor, somebody who's been there, done that can offer their wisdom. Lean into your own intuition. What is your intuition telling you about busting through this block? Okay. This is the Queen of Cups. She is really intuitive. She is very insightful. So getting quiet might also help you figure out the way forward. And your animal spirit message is porcupine spirit, time for beginner's mind. Okay. This is definitely overcomable, but maybe sometimes when we think that we know all the answers, we block fresh ideas coming from us. So really take this lens with a beginner's mind, look for help, and also lean into your own intuition or guidance to help you sort this out. But you are in a beautiful state, my friend. This is wonderful energy. So just continue to learn, continue to grow, let curiosity drive you and your intuition, and other people have been there. So there's nothing that you are facing that hasn't been faced by somebody else before that can't support you in this journey as well. All right. So that is what I have for you, my dear Aquarius. And last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, what is your September message? Remember, Pisces, you can listen for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get a more comprehensive reading. You can also book in for your own personal reading with me. September is also a great month. I'm hosting a free masterclass. I'm hosting a virtual summit, September 13th and 14th, Ignite Your Light. It's my second ever Ignite Your Light Summit. It's going to be amazing. And I'm also launching my group coaching program, the second round of it or another round of it. So if any of those things sound interesting or you want your own reading, definitely check out the episode description for all the details. So let's see what wants to come through for Pisces. Okay, Pisces. This is related, I think, to home matters, right? You got no place like home. Okay. This could also be about centering yourself, grounding yourself, coming back to your true self, your true essence. My Ignite Your Light Summit is all about resetting, realigning, and reclaiming you so that you can live fully now. So that might be, a clue card for you that there's something in there, some of those conversations that we're going to be having that are going to really benefit you. But your energy is really centered around the home, creating happiness, creating balance, structure, support, financial stability for the home. And in terms of your situation, I want you to know that Archangel Michael is with you right now. So this is a really, truly blessed time where you're finding yourself again, you're connecting to your familial units or whoever you choose to consider your family to create stability, balance, and harmony. Archangel Michael is there helping you do that, helping bring everything together in the most beautiful way. And the opportunity is to continue to move forward. The Chariot is also associated with Cancer, which is associated with your home domain. So moving forward with the plans that you have for your home, plans to create stability, plans to enhance all of this. Again, Ignite Your Light is screaming at me because we talk about partnering with presence. We talk about parenting our children and raising emotionally regulated children. We talk about nourishing ourselves and finding ourselves in balance and strength. Discomfort is a superpower. So many different kinds of things, all to help us live fully now, all to help us move forward in the direction that we want to go in, the direction where things feel divinely alchemized and are stable, secure, happy, abundant. Your animal spirit is telling you to learn from the past. Okay, so as we continue to move forward, if we're adopting a new personality, if we're adopting a new habit or routine, if we're whatever we're doing, remember that you aren't starting from scratch, right? All of the previous experiences that you've had, your knowledge, skills, abilities, all of those things can help inform this next level of you, whether it's that next level of you that's living fully now, whether it's that next level of you as in a leveled up family situation, whatever it is. Remember to come home to yourself and to come home to yourself often, to shine your light, and know that as you move forward, remember to hold on to the wisdom of the past, okay, to help guide your way. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. All looks really fantastic. So I hope you enjoy this month, and I will see you at the next month's reading, or better yet, at the Ignite Your Light Summit. And that, my friends, is a wrap on the September readings. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these messages resonate, and I can't wait to see you at the next month's reading, and perhaps at the Ignite Your Light Summit, September 13th or 14th. Bye for now.